I need to apply for food stamp because I don't have food sometimes on the table.
Am I detecting an accent? Must be from the Midwest or something. This is Veronica Chavez, a 35-year-old who has worked at Disneyland Resort for 7 years and is currently a housekeeper at the Grand Californian Hotel.
As a housekeeper, we are in charge to clean 30 rooms a day, which means we make the beds, vacuum, clean the toilets, clean the showers, etc.
Wow, sounds like slavery.
For me, it's a lot of stress because I need to pay my rent.
Boo-hoo, we all have problems. Veronica claims that even when she works 14-hour days and gets overtime, she can barely afford the rent because, wait for it, she's a single mom with 3 children. Oh, life choices.
I make $13-11 the hour, but it's not enough. Here in Orange County, the life is too expensive.
Hold on, let's take a closer look at this pay stub. Veronica's earnings from the week of December 24th to December 30th show that she received holiday pay, overtime, double time, and extra money to supervise and train other employees. Her gross pay before taxes is $1,370. But the next image shows that her net pay is $481. That's not the same pay stub, that's super dishonest. I should also mention that Disney housekeepers receive tips from overnight guests. And rooms at the Grand Californian Hotel start at $470 a night. So it's safe to say that there's some pretty good tip potential. Now, I don't know how much she makes in tips, but if you clean 13 rooms a day, then that's probably $5 or more for each room. And doing that 5 days a week can add up.
As a single mother, it's very hard. For example, this past Christmas, I need to choose between pay a rent or give a present to my kids. Unfortunately, I need a roof over me, so I choose to pay the rent.
Want to know why she has trouble paying her rent? Because her 2-bedroom apartment costs $1,800 a month and is located just outside the resort, in an area where real estate prices are bonkers.
The life is too expensive.
Tell you what, if Veronica thinks that Orange County is so bad, she could just move back to her home country of Mexico, where the poverty level is around 46.2%. But they don't have food stamps there, so she's not going anywhere. Now here's where it gets really interesting. According to an article by OC Weekly, when Veronica was suffering with health problems, she was temporarily reassigned to greet guests at Disneyland. And then back in January 2018, Veronica took a leave of absence so that she could train to be a union organizer. I should also mention that on top of her paycheck from Disney and cash tips from housekeeping, Veronica draws a salary as a union organizer for Unite Here Local 11. And according to employee records, organizers in her chapter pull a pretty nice salary. So to recap, when Veronica complained about her carpal tunnel, she was reassigned to be a greeter. Think about it. Instead of making her stay home, Disney gave her a cushy job for a few months so that she wouldn't be hurt financially. And instead of being grateful, she takes time off to train to be a union organizer so she can go on Russian television and talk shit about Disney.
I need to work overtime as much as I can. Sometimes 1 or 2 days I'm working 14 hours a day. That is a lot of us at the same situation. I choose to go to the cheapest supermarket and I choose to cheapest food, which means the healthy food sometimes. Definitely the living wage. We need more. We need respect the same as respect our job. We need equality. We need to feel part of this magic too.
So in an attempt to bully Disney for better wages, the unions got enough signatures for a ballot measure that would force Disney and other companies in the hospitality industry that receive tax incentives from Anaheim to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour in 2019, then $16 an hour in 2020, $17 in 2021, and $18 in 2022. If Disney was forced to pay its 30,000 employees at Disneyland at least $3 above the California minimum wage in 2022, it would cost them an additional $187 million a year. And that's not including overtime costs or holiday pay. Not only would this be very expensive for Disney, but also a huge loss for Anaheim. Currently, Disney is in talks with Anaheim's neighbor Garden Grove to build future hotels and other developments. Pretty sure Garden Grove will give Disney all of the tax incentives they want. And for Anaheim residents, that would mean the loss of thousands of jobs and hundreds of millions of dollars in future revenue to support the city. Not to mention that it would scare away investment from companies other than Disney. All very good reasons to vote against the measure. So knowing all of that, on November 6th, voters of the city of Anaheim went to the polls and narrowly voted yes in favor of the bill by 552 votes. But there's a hitch. Disney asked the city of Anaheim to end all of its tax incentive agreements, which means that the ballot measure no longer applies to them. And that means that the unions are shit out of luck. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Thanks for watching, sharing, and hitting that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and check out this playlist for some more videos. And check out the links in the description. And as always, I hope to see you next time.